guys, we are back, and it is game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. As of course, Victor Wembanyama promised game 4 would be a decider to some extent, and he made sure that his team catches up. They were not willing to go down 3 games, so the rest is on to that third win. Who will trail first? Of course, if you trail 3 games in, it means the next loss is a trip to Cancun, so no one wants that. And of course, it gives you a psychological advantage if you get to 3 wins before your opponent. But it wasn't to be in game 4. Victor Wembanyama and company ensured that that does not happen. They managed to win game 4 of the series. We have the highlights for you, and we shall get into that shortly. And you can clearly see Spurs takes the edge over, takes the lead by a single point over in the series. As we look at the averages, the series averages, you can see it's 110.5 to Oklahoma City Thunder's to 111.5 of San Antonio Spurs. I'm telling you, this is the best series finals that we've had in a while. It is so close and a nail biter. So for the neutrals, I'm sure you are enjoying every bit of this, and you can clearly see that Spurs is in ascendancy. Let's hope they can get to 3 before the defending champions. Make the tie a bit more interesting. See the defending champions against the ropes for once, and see if they can bounce back. Now I'm going to jump right into the highlights, but just a quick recap. You can see that San Antonio Spurs took the lead in taking that first game, where Victor Wembanyama dropped 40 points in game 2. Oklahoma City Thunders came roaring back. They said they were using dirty tactics against Victor Wembanyama. Same with game 3. The defending champions took the lead, beating OKC at home, San Antonio Spurs at home. Then in game 4, which was what happened last night, we are going to see those highlights shortly. Victor Wembanyama was like, nah, and of course they came back and they evened the series. The next game will be on Thursday. You have to watch out for that one. Let's jump right into the highlights of this one.
It's short. Chased down by Fox. 3T. Wemby for 3. How will they guard SGA tonight? Hartenstein left 3. And his patented shot gets the Thunder on the board. Wembanyama had released. He joins the defense. Over into the basket. Brantley blocked him!
7'5" guy, make with that same accuracy is tough.
Castle turning the corner, gets inside, crossing contact, and scores. That's above his season average. 3 for 3.
Look at this. Look, because right now, Wemby is not easy to shoot a 3. That will change when Caruso comes into the game.
Wembanyama, who hasn't had many dunks the last 2 games, gets one. So they play on. And it's the 6th man of the year, Johnson. Forcefully to the basket. And they need him. 6 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Castle hits the 3. Hit 5 threes in game 3, the miss there. Back the other way, Vassell. The Spurs have scored 12 in a row. Keeping the dribble alive. Got Wemby out of the paint, back to the basket. Vassell said no. Spurs the other way with Vassell to Wemby.
The Spurs, of course, starting in the same fashion as they did in the first home game that they had. They went off on a blitz of points, and it is the same scenario here, but Victor Wembanyama did not let loose on the clutch, ensured that the team went all the way and saw this win through. Of course, Victor Wembanyama scored 33 points to help the Spurs rebound, and of course trounced the Thunder's 103 to 82 to even the West Finals. Victor Wembanyama had 33 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. And the San Antonio Spurs held, of course, Oklahoma City Thunders to its second lowest postseason total, beating the Thunders 103-82 in Game 4 on Sunday night to tie the Western Conference Finals.
Nice finish, pass from Wallace.
Caruso located. Isaiah Joe, not bashful. Got Bryant inside, in the air, and one. Isaiah Joe showing the patience inside.
There it is. It's a screen and roll for Payne because they feel like that's the one person that would give them an advantage.
Fox turns the corner, turns around and scores.
Go through something like this, and good, bad, or different, get the experience, you become better.
Champagny with the block. When Harper played through his right adductor injury. Pass short. Kept a lot. Fournette battles inside.
You can't just reach down and get it. You got to go grab it.
Hartenstein circled out, gets it back. Fights for space. Barnes gets it to him. Space over Hartenstein for 2. And the Thunder down 9, back the other way.
These are some great looks that Champagny is getting.
Hartenstein is trapping. Nice catch and finish as Wembanyama goes down. SGA snaking his way towards Wemby. Got space and got 2. Hartenstein stayed in front of Wembanyama. Pick and roll to the basket. Wemby couldn't catch. Got the rebound and put it in.
In the early rounds, he had a lot of games with some high turnovers.
Johnson at home. Caruso comes away. Comes over to knock it away.
But he hasn't seen a double team, which means you don't have a lot of room to work.
Caruso is a critical member of this squad, but so is the Aaron Fox, who was away in the first couple of games, of course, with an injury, but he returned, and of course you can clearly see his contribution to this San Antonio Spurs. De'Aaron Fox had 12 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists for San Antonio Spurs, which has not lost 3 consecutive games all season. So that's a record that they are still holding on to. That's the San Antonio Spurs. They have not lost 3 consecutive games all season. So that helps them at least that they were not able to get into the 3-1 hole. Stephon Caso and Devin Vassell added 13 points each to this contribution. And of course, at the end of the game, Vassell said, definitely we did not want to go down 3-1 going into their house. Indeed, they had to even out the series. We knew we had to respond. That's how we respond. Wow. And indeed, even Victor Wembanyama during the press conference after Game 2, which he took personally after losing, Game 3, he took it personally after losing, and he said Game 4 will most definitely determine how this series will shape out. We are in the third quarter. More of the highlights.
Gilgeous-Alexander, nice hit for the Spurs. Largest lead they've had in these 4 games. Look out, it's coming. Took it away with Wembanyama. Challenged by Vassell. These athletic guards making it so tough to get a clean look. And Vassell reads it, takes it away. The lob, Caso. Another timeout for the Thunder. Vassell. Great ball movement. Fox finishes with 3. Vassell. Harper on the board. These bouncy, athletic, didn't get it.
We can clearly see that there's a resurgence of the Mamba mentality and the Alpha mentality back into the NBA after the stint of LeBron weakness, and you can see the product of the league. Now, Victor Wembanyama, why I'm saying this is because of what he said in the press conference after the game. He says, we all have high standards, and I know I have a lot of responsibilities, but I am here for it. He's taking responsibility for this team, unlike someone that we know when a team loses, it's not his fault. When they win, it's entirely he's the one who did everything. But when it loses, nah, we didn't. And he was actually caught in there's a press conference that he said where he was saying that this season's performance was not a bad performance. After being, anyway, I'll let it be. Let's concentrate on the series at the moment. But yeah, LeBron has messed up the NBA big time. Anyway, so the Spurs, of course, managed to limit the Thunders just to a 33% shooting from the field, including 6 for 33 on three-pointers. Imagine. The defense was on point. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander only managed 19 points in this game, 6 of 15 shooting for the Thunders. So you can clearly see this is the kryptonite of the champions. So that is why it is crucial that San Antonio Spurs gets to 3 before the defending champions.
And Mitch Johnson right there with Harper saying, come on, run this. Draws chance to push them and throws it down.
I'm going to go get me a blessing after seeing Cornette today.
Isaiah Joe.
Well, we know both of these organizations very notorious in terms of preserving players when they've had injuries. So,
And return to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. Then they will be playing a much... Now Wiggins. Terrence Williams back the other way. And Topic will lay it in for the Spurs as they beat the Knicks, closing that out.
Well. Their bench could not come to the rescue this point in time. They were simply no match for the San Antonio Spurs. The bench players were crucial in the first 3 games and the first 2 games, sorry. But at this point, it was too big of a lead for them to help in any way. And I think this is the blueprint that they should adopt going forward so that they can do away with the defending champions right there. Amazing stuff and amazing display from, of course, Victor Wembanyama and company right there. And we're going to see a couple of comparisons and statistics of this game. And then we shall also have a look at what is coming up next. So a look at how the series starts as we compare both teams' series statistics, both Oklahoma City Thunders, like I said a bit earlier, it's just leading the defending champions by just a single point. It's 110.5 to 111.5. That is how close this series is and how evenly matched these teams are in spite of the strength in depth of the Oklahoma City Thunders right there. In the rebounds column, of course, because of Victor Wembanyama's impact, they lead OKC. In the assists column, OKC takes the lead with 27.5 and the assists on the other side are 24.5. Then a look on the 4 stats, the players that are leading. Of course, in the points, it's Victor Wembanyama with 30.3 points per game. In the rebounds column, it is Victor still with 13.3 rebounds per game. In the assists column, it is Shai with 10 assists per game. Then Caruso, the boy that I was telling you on the other side, is blocking at least 1 block, 0.3 per game, but of course he's no match to Victor's average of 3 per game. All right, guys, that concludes our highlights of the day. So make sure that you tune in into game 5. It's going to be a hot one, first to 3. Of course, like I said, the first team that gets to 3 will have a psychological advantage over their opponent, because going into that game gives you that peace of mind that the next win we are through. But if you're trailing, you have the mentality of the next loss, we are off to Cancun. So of course, stay tuned. Tomorrow, we do not know if, actually tonight, yes, tonight, I do not know if New York will sweep Cleveland or not. So tune in to that one and yeah, see how that one transpires. But my pick is on a sweep. It's going to be an Eastern Conference Finals sweep because, like I said, once you get to 3, there's a way it becomes an uphill climb. Now it's an uphill climb with just a single game, a 3-2. But now imagine 3-0. That is it is insurmountable. It is insurmountable, really. So I'm sure it has already, the damage is done. It's just a matter of time for them to throw in the towel and just call it quits. But you and I'll be here to bring you the highlights tomorrow. Other than that, guys, I'm out. Peace out. Until next time.